Hi, I'm Maker Albania Osharal, and welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited. And if you come to this channel, you're going to be as excited as I am, because my excitement is infectious. Thank you for joining us. And I'm saying to you, if you have not subscribed before, please go ahead and do so now, because you'll be missing a lot of exciting stuff. All right, so go ahead, hit that, smash the hell out of that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, and comment, like, and share. Tell a friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, let's get right into it. So my first episode, I talked about moving to a developing country. And now this episode, I want to really go in depth of, what needs to be done once you've made the decisions, you've said goodbye to your family, you packed up, sold everything, and now you're heading to the airport. This episode is going to be based upon what happened through the airport and what's going to happen and what to expect while you get into the country. Now, I'm speaking directly on the Philippines, because the Philippines is where I am. I'm in Cebu, Philippines. So I want to share from that experience. In my last episode titled, "You want to move, you're scared, you don't have the answers." Yeah, I wrote it down. You know what they say? The faintest pencil mark is better than the greatest memory. So with that said, if you have not catch the first episode, or the first series, or the first post about this, you want to go back and check that out first, and then come see this, because this is important to your next step going forward. So we're going to hit it now from the fact that you're getting ready now to book your ticket. So let's talk about that. So now you book your ticket, you got your luggage accounted for, everything's going great now. So now you're just waiting for the time for you to go to the airport. Now, this is one of the toughest time, because now there's no turning back. You've sold everything, you're probably staying in a hotel, or you're probably staying with a friend, and you're just waiting for your time to count down so you can get to the airport and make your flight. This is very, very important, and this is one of the most intricate time of reflection that you're going to have. And this is one of the times too that you're going to doubt a lot. You're going to thinking, am I making a mistake? Should I not do this? But it's already too far in the process, so you're going to be thinking about, okay, it's too late to go back now, and you're trying to go forward. So think forward. Stop looking backward and think. Now, depending on your flight, when we were coming here, we take one stop. We did one stop. Actually, it would be called two stops. We flew from the United States, Boston, to Dubai, and from Dubai to Cebu. Now, I'm speaking mainly of the Philippines, because this is where I flew from, like I said before. And I just want to make sure that you understand that I'm speaking from the perspective of the Philippines. Now, you might be flying to another country. I can't really tell you what's that like in those other countries. So do your due diligence, and you should have done your due diligence. But even if you have not do your due diligence, you have plenty time to do it. All right. So depending on how many stops you might be in for a long ride. For me, it was 12 and a half hours from Boston to Dubai, and another 8.5-9 hours. And we had a layover of about 7 hours. So if you're flying and you got multiple stops, you want to prepare in advance for that. And here's why. Because when you get to these stops, depending on your layover, you might be at a place where you're really tired and you just want to relax. You just want a place to just go lay your head and so that you can get prepared for the next flight. So if that is the case, then what you want to do, you want to book that. You want to look ahead. And you want to book a hotel in a lounge, or a hotel nearby, or maybe even a motel, someplace you can just run to really fast and run back. You don't want to go too far away from the city, because if traffic, then you miss your flight, you're in trouble. So you want to stay close to the hotel if possible. Close to the airport if possible. Stay in the lounge. Now, if you book ahead of time, it will be much easy, because here's the thing, you'll already paid for it, and you probably would have paid less money than if you go up to the counter and try to get a room. For us, when we went to Dubai, it was about 350, almost $400, and we only stayed in there maybe 3.5, 4 hours. So if you book ahead of time, you might pay less money. Just same way with your baggage, your overload baggage or over excess baggage. If you book it online, if you go online and you let them know that you have excess baggage, you may pay $100 or even cheaper than $100 US. But if you go to the airport, you're going to pay about $250 and higher. So be careful of that. And also remember to bring a duffel bag for your overload, or because if you don't, you're going to end up paying a lot more than you would pay if you just bring an extra bag. So what to expect when you land in a developing country? You can expect that it's not like the country you left to come to the country you're going. So don't think the way you're thinking as if you were in your own country. You have done your due diligence, you have checked everything, you have gone through and know where you're going to live and where you're going to stay, etc., etc. You now have to think differently, because when you come here, the airports are different, the malls are different, the shopping areas are different. Some is better than where you're from, some is worse than where you're from. So what to expect? So now when you come and you're greeted at the airport, then you'll be celebrated and then taken to your prospective place of residence. So if that's it, let's say you may be staying in a hotel, that's where you'll be taken. We'll hang out with you a little bit. If you have like an Airbnb, that's where you'll be staying. Or maybe you have called ahead and you have a place set up and you already paid for it, or whatever the case may be, but that's where you'll be taken. I will be just hanging out with you for a little bit. And this is for people who are coming here who are of my faith. So whatever your reasoning for moving, whatever your reason are for moving, our reason was for a belief. So we're here because of a belief. We're here because of a faith-based belief and understanding. This is why we're moving. And a lot of you are coming for that very same reason as well. So this episode, I definitely want to talk to you as well as those who are trying to make the move to go to a third world, not third world, but to a developing country. Yeah, this third world thing is stuck in my mind, because guess what? I'm from a third world country. I'm from Jamaica, right? So that was the terminology that was used to describe underdeveloped countries. And so I understand the term third world, but now I feel like it's derogatory, so I don't want to use that much. I want to say developing country. It just sound better. Oh, I'm back. Oh, cooling off here. The fan is on. I didn't want to turn the air conditioner off, so give me a second. Let me turn the fan off, all right? Okay, I'm cooled off a little bit. All right, now let's get down to business. So now you had that long flight. You had a connecting flight back and forth to the airport. You're here now. You meet your brothers and sisters. Now you're in your apartment or your rented house or your condo or your hotel. What to do now? Now you breathe. You exhale and think of your new life. You're getting started with your brand new life. This is important. Relax. Take away everything that you came from, that you left behind, and now focus on what is ahead of you, because you're in for a journey. You're in for a wonderful time. So you're in your apartment. You're in your private house, like us. We're in a private house. It's beautiful. Get to know your house. Get to know the ins and outs, the creases of your house. Get to see, the electricity. What we did, we turned on all the fans, you don't have to do this. I'm telling you what we did. We turned on all the fans, all the air conditions, because we wanted to see what the monthly bill is going to be like if we run all the air conditions. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because it is hot here in the Philippines. It's very hot. It can be very hot. The good thing about it, though, it is not humid. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful to go out. You can still go out, and everybody drives and ride a motorcycle here. So you don't have to worry about that, but when you're in your house, especially when you're downstairs in your living room, most people have air conditioners in their bedrooms, but none in their living rooms. I can't have that. I have to be comfortable, especially when I invite you over or invite guests over. I want to make sure that they're comfortable. So I have air conditioning in the living room. I have air conditioning in all the bedrooms because that's just the way it is. So we try to run that to see what our electric bill is going to be like, so we kind of have an idea of how to manage our electricity. Electricity is a little bit more expensive than, and could be a little bit more expensive depending on how you use it here. So you have to take that into consideration. Second, check the water. The water system here is different, right? In the States where we're from, you could run that water nonstop. Don't even worry about it. When you wash dishes, the water running. I know in our house, that's how the children did it. No matter how much I tell them, turn off the pipe, wash. I have a little system. You get a little bowl. You fill that with water. You fill up the soap in there, and then you wash out of that bowl. You turn the pipe off, and you wash out of that bowl. And then when you're rinsing, you turn the pipe on. No, my children, don't do that. They just run the water all day, all night. Now, when you're in the States, if you live in an apartment, you don't worry about water bill because it's covered in your rent. But when you live in a house, you see, when you have to pay the water bill, then you are more concerned about it. So I was always concerned about the water because I was paying the bill. So here in the Philippines, you will pay the water bill depending on your contract with your landlord. So you will pay the water bill. So you want to make sure you are keeping your water in check. Now, I did an episode where we did our first washing. Okay, you could wash with hands, or you could take it to the laundry and they wash it and fold it for you. And we have a line in the back. And so I did an episode on that about water. So check that out, and that will just give you a little bit about the water here, because here in the subdivision where we live, the water is turned off at around 6:30, 7 o'clock. It's 7 a.m., 6:30, 7 a.m. It's turned on around 4 a.m. So between 4 and 6 or 4 and 7, you get the water running. And then after that, you don't get no water. Why? Because a system is built where you have a tank in the back that fills up. So that water lasts you the whole day. So water is very scarce. Now, I would say scarce, but it's managed very well here. You don't get to run water like crazy. You get to manage it. And I love that idea. I wish we do that in the States, because you know what? We wouldn't waste so much water. Take your time. Don't try to do everything at once. Just take your time. Enjoy your living space. Enjoy your time. Just getting away from the hustle and bustles of your 9 to 5 in the States, and the hustling and the bustling, and just enjoy. Make this like a vacation week. I call this the vacation week, because this week is going to be very important, because the food is different. I'm going to talk a little bit about the food, because here's the thing. The food is fresher. Everything is fresher. It just tastes better. So your body's not accustomed to this thing. So you're going to go through some changes. On my next episode, I'm going to talk about the changes your body going to go through and how to deal with that going forward. So stay tuned to the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for the next episode. I'm going to talk about your body, because your body's going to go through some changes. You're in a different weather. Your skin is going to go through some changes. The air you breathe is different. The food you eat is different. The atmosphere around you is different. Your body's going to go through some changes, and I want to prepare you for that, because when these things are happening to you, don't feel like, oh, I'm going to die. Your body is going through some changes, which it should. If you can get an apartment furnished, it would be much easier for you, because guess what? You don't have to worry about going about. But, if you're like me, and I like my own things, I like my nice things, like, my little shelf in the back there, I went and got that. My little cupboard, where I put my clothes, my cabinet, I put my clothes, I went and got that. We went and got a couch and a big screen TV. So if there's certain things that if you rent in a house furnished, you can say, I want this, I don't want that, I want this, I want that. And then you just, but for the first week or so, just relax. Remember, this is your new home. So just relax, take it easy, breathe, exhale, enjoy, and learn your neighborhood, learn what's around you, what's close to you, learn these things, and enjoy yourself. Have fun. Don't forget to have fun. in your new experience. Until next time, I'm Maker Albania Osharal. Stay tuned when I'm going to talk about your body and what it goes through. I'm also in that episode, I'm going to talk about the traffic and the malls and shopping areas. So it's going to be great. So thank you again for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Also, tell a friend. Thank you.